Welcome to today's edition of Crypto Corner at InvestorIdeas.com. News on what's driving the cryptocurrency market. Hey everyone, this is Sam Mowers here, and welcome to episode 447 of the Crypto Corner podcast. For news today, Bitcoin has tumbled after meeting resistance at $12,000 earlier this week. SBI Holdings is launching a blockchain-powered securities exchange, and Brazil's central bank is eyeing a CBDC. But just before we dive into today's show, a quick reminder that if you enjoy this podcast, please feel free to share it or leave us a review. I also recommend checking out some of the other podcasts on InvestorIdeas.com, such as the Cannabis Podcast or the Clean Tech and Climate Change Podcast, both of which will bring you up to speed on the latest stock news and trends in their respective spaces. Alright, so despite briefly poking its head above $12,000 earlier this week on Tuesday, that's September 1st, Bitcoin quickly retreated to a trading price of about $11,300 by Wednesday, before tumbling dramatically yesterday to a low of about $10,180, according to data from CoinMarketCap. A report from Cointelegraph cites increased selling pressure brought on by miners sending higher than normal amounts of Bitcoin to exchanges, a rally in the US dollar, and $12,000 acting as a strong resistance point for Bitcoin as key reasons for the drastic drop in trading price. On the connection with miner outflow, the piece quotes Ki Young-ju, the CEO of CryptoQuant, who wrote, quote, "Miners send a certain amount of Bitcoin to exchanges periodically, so they already have a large amount of Bitcoin in the exchange. Whenever they decide to sell, it seemed they moved a relatively significant amount of Bitcoins to other wallets, and some of them are going to exchanges." End quote. And regarding the connection with the US dollar rally, the article points out the similarly steep decline witnessed in the price of gold concurrent with Bitcoin's fall. Japanese financial giant SBI Holdings Inc., which trades on the OTC under the ticker symbol SBHGF, plans to launch blockchain-powered digital securities exchanges. That's according to a report from Crypto News. The company's president and CEO, Yoshitaka Kitao, said the exchanges will be located in two new smart city fintech hubs in Kobe and Osaka. Kitao also announced plans for a digital stock exchange based on blockchain or distributed ledger technology launched at the sites with the aim of attracting more fintech companies. Brazilian outlet Correio Brasiliense, hope I pronounced that right, reports that Brazil's central bank is eyeing a CBDC or central bank digital currency for 2022. Chief central banker Roberto Campos Neto said, quote, "To have a digital currency, you need an instant payment system that is efficient and interoperable, an open system where you can create competition, and a currency that has credibility, is convertible, and international. After that, I think you have all the ingredients to have a digital currency. We think we will have this in 2022. End quote. Campos Neto said digital currency was a consequence of the process of digitization and modernization of the financial system, and the central bank said that the issuance of a CBDC may be a possibility to improve the current model of commercial transactions between people and even between countries. That does it for today's Crypto Corner. If you would like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website, and this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products, services, or securities. Investors are reminded all investment involves risk and possible loss in investment. To hear more InvestorIdeas.com podcasts, please visit InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on Spotify, iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio.com, and Google Play Music.